What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on TTOO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news might be crucial for this asset for upcoming week. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I told you that because of its previous price action, we most likely should see the movement to the downside and we should retest this range of support, the previous swing low. And as you can see, in a matter of just 2 sessions right after I made my previous video, this asset retested this range, had a first bounce and retested it for the second time. And right here, as you can see, it broke it to the downside, but it reached another range of support at this very bottom. And for now, again, it has a small bounce to the upside and definitely it is quite choppy movements. And on my previous video, I've told you that you shouldn't enter any position because it was basically on undecisive phase and we were in consolidation phase. So let me remind you that I caught the majority of its previous movements. From this range, I caught this movement to the upside and the price target was at this previous swing high. And then at this very point when I made my next video, my main assumption was that we should see some kind of movement to the downside, and it happened. Then at this very point I've told you that we should retest and probably should break this range, and if it happens we should land again somewhere at this level of support at roughly 24 cents. And it happened exactly as I predicted. Then at this point I've told you that most likely we should see some kind of bounce, and it happened as you can see. And right here I've told you that again we should see lower price action, and the previous video that I made right here also was with the negative prediction. So and as you can see, I've made a lot of predictions on TTOO, and all of them was made with a very good accuracy, and I was right in the majority of them. That is why you can rely on my technical analysis as a part of your due diligence. So, and let's continue with the fundamental news. What might be the catalyst for this company for the upcoming week? Definitely, we all know that this company is anticipating its FDA approval, but if you take a look on the sentiment in the Google search results regarding this stock, you will not find any recent news that might be useful for this stock and that might be a catalyst for this stock. On top of that, on my previous video, I've told you that on September the 12th, we had to see shareholder meeting in order to find out the ratio of their potential reverse stock split. And we know that this company is listed on Nasdaq Stock Exchange, but it is much lower than $1 mark. It is the crucial threshold under which the certain assets should be delisted from this stock exchange, and one of the ways how they can solve this problem is reverse stock split. But so far, let me show you their official SEC filings. They filed this definitive 14A statement, and it is nothing else but a postponing of their meeting to Friday, September 15th. And why did they do it? The reason for the postponement is to change the voting standard for Proposal 1, which relates to a reverse stock split, in accordance with recent amendments to the Delaware General Corporation Law. This supplement explains how the voting standard has changed and provides details on how stockholders can participate in the postponed meeting. But if we take a look on the list of their SEC filings, you will not find the most recent one that should be published on September 15th. And if you take a look on their press release section, you will not find any news. If you switch to SEC filings, you will not find any additional news regarding their reverse stock split and regarding any type of news that could be the catalyst for this asset. That is why we have to be very cautious because in general, and I've told you it multiple times, in general this asset is not the best asset where you can invest your money, quite safely invest your money, because it has definitely, as the majority of this type of biotech companies, they have some problems with the financing and they don't have enough cash to operate. This means they still have to deal with their existing shareholders to finance their general and administrative expenses. On top of that, they have to finance their R&D. And that is why this asset is very risky, and I have to say that. So let's continue with the technical analysis, and before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, from the technical standpoint, let me delete this too. From the technical standpoint, I have to say that this asset forms not the best shape in its recent price action, because if I connect these several bottoms, these three bottoms, and if I connect these several tops, you can see that it is a descending triangle, and this triangle usually breaks to the downside. And if it happens, we should land somewhere in the ranges from, let's say, about 10 cents price point, because it is the range of potential support. Let me mark it for you. We have a very good price action around these levels, and 10 cents price point is also quite a good psychological number. And that is why if it breaks it to the downside, and we have to keep in mind that this breakout should happen if there is no news regarding their FDA approval, and if there is a news regarding the reverse stock split. And that is why we have to be very cautious, and I highly suggest you not to enter your long position, because in general, if this asset breaks this range of support, we might have, let me show you, it might have up to 66% of downside potential to the next range of support. And definitely, I don't think that it will be a one-day movement. It might be in a matter of next several sessions. But in general, the price action might be something like this. We might see movement to the downside that will retest the range of support. Again, it might retest the range of resistance, breakout, retest the range of support from the bottom, and then another leg to the downside and potential another leg to the downside. And somewhere here, it might find some support range. And I don't suggest you to short this stock either, because the high volatility of this price action implies very high risks regarding this asset, and definitely you have to keep this in mind. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack.